You're listening to the Goalpreneur podcast with Courtney Spaeth, the go-to place for ambitious and driven female entrepreneurs looking to elevate their business and life. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help you dream bigger, think bolder, and achieve your next level of success. No playing small here, only strategies and encouragement to help you shine. And now, here's your host, educator, personal development enthusiast, and holistic esthetician, Courtney Spaeth.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Goalpreneur podcast. I'm Courtney Spaeth, and today I'm going to be talking about a book I am currently reading, and you may or may not have heard about it, but I'm going to be talking about one of the most influential personal development books of all time. So it is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now, the title of the book is super misleading because how can you think and grow rich? That just sounds like a scam. It is so much more than that. I am so happy that I purchased it and started reading it a couple months ago. And yeah, it's a lengthy book, but you have to take it chapter by chapter to let everything soak in and to do the notes. And so do not rush through this book. If you are going to if you're going to read it, or if you've never heard of it, I highly suggest that you purchase the book or get it on Kindle or, listen to it on Audible, but only do a chapter at a time, no more than that. And it might help. I've done this. I've gone back and reread the chapter right after I got finished because I needed time to let everything soak in. So it is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now, if you've ever wondered how some people just seem to have or achieve these extraordinary successes while other people stay stuck, this book, it's going to break it all down. Trust me, it's just as relevant today as it was when it was first published in 1937. So this episode, it's going to feel like a cozy, inspiring chat. Now imagine we're just sitting down together and we're sharing stories and strategies about how to create a super rich and successful life. But it's not just financially rich, but it's rich in purpose and relationships and fulfillment. So let's jump right in. Napoleon Hill, he spent over 20 years studying some of the world's most richest, successful people, including Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and Andrew Carnegie. The result? It's the philosophy of success based on 13 principles that anyone can apply to achieve their goals. 13 principles. Everybody, these success stories in this book, the people that have achieved the extraordinary financial success in their life, guaranteed they read this book. It's based on 13 principles, and you can achieve success. You can achieve financial success. You can reach your goals. Anybody can do this. I know you can do this. So Hill's core message, it is simple but profound. In success, it starts with your thoughts. So what you think about, what you believe in, how you take action determines what you will achieve. He calls it the definiteness of purpose. So in other words, you need a clear goal and a burning desire to achieve it. I have a notebook that I started when I first started reading this book. If you've listened to my other podcasts, you know I love office supplies, Post-it notes, notebooks. I got an office drawer full of notebooks. But you might think I'm quite the nerd. However, I just read, and I don't remember where I read it, but the people that retain the most information and that implement the most are those that write everything down. Not just listen and jot down some, keywords here and there, but actually take intentional notes. So that's what I did when I read this book. That's what I've been doing now that I look back. I've been doing this so many years. I have notebooks galore floating around my house from articles that I've read or books that I've read or classes that I've taken, workshops. Anytime I go somewhere and I know I'm going to be listening to somebody, I have a new notebook. But anyway, let's move on. So here are 5 of the 13 key points from Think and Grow Rich. I might do a second podcast about the next 7 or 8. Not sure on that just yet, but these are the 5 key points for today's episode. So number 1, definiteness of purpose. It's the cornerstone of success, and it's knowing exactly what you want. So super clear. Hill explains that vague desires, just vague desires, it leads to vague results. Example, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose weight. Okay, that is super vague. I want to lose weight. Super vague. You're not giving yourself, you're not clear on how much weight you want to lose. You're not clear on action steps. You're not clear on a timeline. So vague desires lead to vague results. So successful people, they have a crystal clear vision of their goals and their focus, and they focus their energy on achieving those goals. So they have a very well thought out action plan. They have their goals listed out. They have the steps that they're going to take, how they're going to take them, what they're going to be doing each day. They have a timeline and how they're going to measure the success. So here's an actionable tip for you. Take a piece of paper, write down your top goal and make it as specific as possible. Please try to get super specific. Describe what it looks like, feels like, and when you want to achieve it. So review this goal every single morning and night to keep it at the top of your mind. Now I have Post-it notes all over my office and my bathroom mirror, my nightstand. It has my goals listed out. It has what I'm going to do to achieve it. It gives a time. I wrote down a timeline. So I have learned not to be vague. I want to make more money. Okay, well, I want to make X amount of money by such and such date, and here is how I'm going to do it. And then I list everything out. So that way, it's super clear. There's no room for confusion or negotiation. I'm very clear on what I want, when I want it, and how I'm going to get it. So number 2, you have to have faith and you have to believe. So Hill teaches that belief in yourself and your goal is a non-negotiable. Faith turns your thoughts into reality. When you truly believe in your ability to succeed, you're going to act with confidence and persistence. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Hill teaches that belief in yourself and your goal, it is non-negotiable. Faith turns your thoughts into reality. When you truly believe in your ability to succeed, you'll act with confidence and persistence. So another actionable tip for you, practice affirmations that align with your goals. So for example, instead of saying, I hope I can hit my sales target, say, I am hitting my sales target with ease and confidence. And speak it until you believe it. It's not a fake it until you make it type thing, okay? You need to change your mindset. That's where everything starts. That is the foundation of where everything flows. So have faith and belief. Number 3, autosuggestion. It's the practice of using positive affirmations and repeated statements to influence your subconscious mind. Now, this one takes a little practice. So Hill believed that feeding your mind with positive, goal-driven thoughts, it helps to reprogram your beliefs and actions. Okay, so you might create a daily mantra that embodies your biggest goal. Say it out loud every day with emotion and conviction. Keep saying it and you'll believe it. For example, you can say, I am attracting wealth, opportunities, and success every day. Say that write that down on a Post-it note. Grab a piece of paper, write that down. And tomorrow morning or whenever you're listening to this, the next day, say that. I am attracting wealth, opportunities, and success every day. The next tip is specialized knowledge. So general knowledge, it's important, but Hill emphasizes the value of specialized knowledge. So those are the niches, what you're really great at. That kind of knowledge directly contributes to your goal. Lifelong learning, it's a common trait among successful people. So I do believe he also stated in his book, the moment that you stop learning, you are now settling for an average life. That does not sound entertaining. It does not sound wonderful at all. You're settling for an average life. Think about that. Are you okay settling for an average life? Are you okay settling at all? I would hope not. I've used to settle for a lot of things, and it wasn't until I really got serious and changed my mindset after I hit rock bottom that I came back, and it's like, I don't want to settle. I want to know what I want, and I want to be happy in knowing what I want, and I want to have an amazing life. And I know God is in control. I know He's aligning my path for His will, and He's presenting opportunities in front of me and doors that are going to open for me at the right time. But you always need to keep learning. Do not settle. Do not be okay with an average life or where your current situation is. If it's leaving you a little like, bleh, blah, yeah, that's a clear sign that I'm telling you, you're made for more. God created you for more. So never stop learning. That there's always something new to learn every day. Sign up for a course or a workshop, or listen to a webinar, or buy a new book. Buy Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Start reading it. I promise you, it is going to blow your mind. It is going to open up your eyes, and you're going to see things differently. You're going to think about things differently. And remember to take those notes. So, number 5, persistence. Hill calls persistence the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. So in order for that to happen, success requires sticking with your goal, even when obstacles arise. Quitting, that is the best way to fail. Obviously, if you're quitting, you're going to fail. You're closing the door before it even has a chance to fully open. So persistence, be persistent, be consistent, be determined. Okay? Success requires sticking with your goal even when obstacles arise. Do not throw in the towel. So I just recorded or published a podcast talking about this. I do not remember what episode it is. I think it might be episode 18. I think it's episode 18, but talking about consistency, and I give 3 tips how to stay consistent to help meet your goals. So that was a really good episode. Check out number 18. So that's going to wrap it up for us. But actionable tip. So the last tip I have for you: set up a system to track your progress. So take your big goal and break it up into smaller milestones. And if you've heard my podcast before, what do I say about smaller milestones and big goals? Celebrate the small wins. Okay? Each small win that you achieve, celebrate it. Put it out on social media. Buy a new pair of shoes, or go get a pedicure or a manicure or coffee or a little dessert that you've been wanting to try. So celebrate those small wins. Break the big goals into smaller ones. And then once you reach that small milestone, celebrate it. You can also have accountability partners or small groups. I also talked about that in episode 18. It's going to help you stay the course. I joined an accountability pod a few months ago, and that was like the best decision that I ever made. I had to stay accountable. The things that I said I was going to do, I had to do, because I was not getting on that call, that Zoom call, and going to face my group and say, I didn't do anything this week. I just didn't feel like it. So accountability partners or accountability pods or a coach, somebody, stay accountable to somebody. So thanks for listening. That is going to wrap it up for today's episode. Think and Grow Rich. Buy the book, start reading it, and connect with me on Instagram at @IamCourtneySpaeth and also at _goalpreneur. So send me a message once you start reading the book, or just take a picture and tag me. Please tag me. I love to see people's successes, and I love to celebrate small wins with them or big wins. But any milestone, just tag me, please. So Think and Grow Rich, it's not just about making money. It's a blueprint. It's the framework for achieving any kind of success that you desire. It teaches us that success, it starts in the mind and grows with a clear purpose, belief, specialized knowledge, and persistence. So these principles have changed countless lives throughout history, and they can change yours too, okay? If anything that I've shared resonated with you, or if you had an aha moment, comment down below, and you can tag a friend, you can share this episode, or if you do book clubs, I don't do book clubs, but if you do, amazing. Buy the book, get a group together, and start reading it. And I want to know how this book has changed your life. So keep dreaming big, keep showing up, and I will see you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thanks so much for checking out the Goalpreneur podcast. It would be so amazing if you could leave some stars or a review of the podcast so other beautiful souls like you can find this show. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and head on over to www.courtneyspaeth.com for more amazing content.